Closed captioning for Inside Southeastern Football with Coach Ron Roberts is made possible by North Oaks Orthopedic Specialty Center with locations in Hammond and Livingston. North Oaks, you are the reason we're here.
Hello there and welcome to this episode of Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Brady's Restaurant right here in downtown Hammond. I'm Alan Waddell, and over the next half hour we'll take a look at the week that was in Lion football. And at this time, I welcome to the show the head football coach of the Southeastern Lions, Coach Ron Roberts. Coach, thanks for being here. Big victory this past weekend, knocking off the 17th ranked McNeese State Cowboys at home in the Southland Conference opener.
Huge win, huge win. I'm so excited for our players. Just they put a lot of time and effort. Making improvements every day, working their tails off, and finally get that reward of getting a big W was huge for our football team and our program.
Well, Coach, I know you've been talking about changing the culture, making your players understand when you do things the right way that you can be rewarded with a big victory. How much easier is that message now after they've tasted victory and knocking off a very good McNeese State team?
It should be hopefully easier for them to buy in and believe that what we've been trying to sell them. So far, you're trying to sell them something without a result, but now we see the result, and hopefully, again, our kids have done an amazing job so far anyway, but hopefully this just gives them a little taste of that. Again, we're on the right track, we're going the right direction, and what they're doing is right, and they're not just paying a price for something empty, but they're paying a price to catch a reward at the end of the day. If
you weren't at the game, you're going to see the highlights coming up here in a few minutes on our program, and this was a very exciting game. Came down all the way to the last play of the game, a 25-24 victory for Southeastern, and a lot of gutsy calls there in the fourth quarter, and there's no doubt just from watching, you're going to play to win, and you made some choices to go for the win at the end, and it worked out for you.
Yeah, it worked out. I think our coaches did an amazing job. Our players did understand the game plan. We knew we were going to have to do some things in there, probably to steal some possessions and stuff, but really at that point, I mean, I thought we outplayed them really for 3 quarters, and but still made some mistakes, and it wasn't really showing on the scoreboard as much as we liked. We thought we probably could have won that game by 14 or 21, and we still got improvements to make, but exciting ball game, and I'm real proud of how our kids handle themselves in the fourth quarter. We talked about that competitive greatness and stepping up when your team needs you, and we got several players that did that. All
right, well, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the highlights against McNeese State right here on Inside Southeastern Football with head coach Ron Roberts, presented by Brady's Restaurant here in downtown Hammond.